in a good manner. Now, if you want to do well in an exam, what do?
Study.
You study. I'm glad you didn't say cheat. So, but here's a question. Do you take this class when you go here? Dating 101.
No.
They don't have this class? No. Oh, man. Now, we study for everything else in life, right? Finances, college, business stuff like that, right? But we don't ever study dating? All right, so who here wants to be in a bad relationship? Nobody, right? No one wants to be like, I want to be treated like dirt and told what to do and how to dress, right? Nobody wants that. We all want to be in a good relationship, kind of like hanging out on the beach. We're like, woo, this is great. So we don't want to wander through the jungle forever trying to find it. We want the map to get right there. So it's one of those things like, let's stop and look at how can we be better daters or good daters. So have you ever heard of a business model? You guys may have business or have an opportunity to take a business class. But a business model is like a certain way to build a business that's going to help it be more successful as opposed to fall apart, right? Now, if we want to be so creative, Trey, if you allow me, we have Dave's dating model, okay? Now, it's a cross between a yin-yang and a recycle box, okay? But what it is, and I'll illustrate it with a point here, okay? They did a survey, okay, and they asked guys, what's the #1 reason why you have sex? And they asked girls, what's the #1 reason why you have sex? What do you think the answer was for guys?
Totally different.
You what?
I think it'd be totally different.
Okay. What do you think it is for the guys?
Have fun.
Have fun? What else? The #1 answer was because it felt good, pleasure. What do you think the #1 reason for girls was? That was amazing. I love that answer. They actually found out the #1 reason was because of bonding. Okay, and that means like emotional connection, stuff like that. If we can simplify it, if you guys will let me, we can say love, right? Now, 2 totally different reasons. Is that a good or is that a bad thing? Is it good? You know, maybe it's neutral. Have you guys ever seen G.I. Joe? Maybe I'm dating myself. But where they say at the end of the show, they always say, you know, knowing is half the battle, right? But knowing what to do with that information is half the battle, right? 2 completely different reasons. So let's say I'm married, I'm not, but if I had like a spouse, be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, whatever. You know, if I take that knowledge and I use it to work with me, we'll put it into the model here. Like, you know, I can engage in a loving way with my wife, and you know, one of the outcomes could be physical intimacy, right? And she can engage in me physically and know that one of the outcomes can be emotional bonding, right? So in this, they're meeting each other's needs and they're building into one each other. And kind of like the circle never ends, you know, it's kind of got that commitment like the fireplace does, okay? So, but, you know, encouraging you guys not to have sex until you get married. Let's make it some examples more applicable, okay? So, wouldn't you say communication is one of the biggest parts of a relationship? Yeah, right? Now, let's see what communication looks like. So, what's your name?